Hiya, my name's Joseph Law and welcome to my workshop, people. It's been a while since I've done a video. Basically I've been unwell for the last year really, so I haven't been making much videos. What I want to talk about is I've finally done my DRO. It's took a while to do, but it's now done, up and running, and yeah, there's a few bits that I need to tinker with. I might need to make a new bracket to hold the sensor on because it's just a bit finicky, if you know what I mean. But it's all done and completed. I have tested it. I need to look in the manual again to actually see whether I need to set it up on the computer first or what, really. I don't know. So, but it's all up and running, basically. Right, is what it is as well. My milling machine is down. I don't know what's wrong with it. All I know is when you switch it on, everything comes on, the lights come on, but when you turn it to start up, it doesn't start at all. So I don't know if the motor's bad or what, basically. So I found another motor, but I've got to modify it, which is going to be a lot better than what it is. So that's why I'm making this video. There will be another video at a later stage. I'm going to be stripping it down, modifying whatever needs to be modified plate wise to fit it, and it's going to be belt driven basically. As well, there is going to be a new milling machine coming in this year, well, next year, in the new year. So you'll be seeing that. I will be taking videos. I don't know what milling machine I'm going to get. I'm still looking. If I can get a Bridgeport, I'll probably get a Bridgeport, you know, or something like that. I don't mind if it's used, whether I buy second hand, I don't know yet. So that's what's going to be happening. As well, we are going to be doing motorbikes, basically, just off-road motorbikes. So I'm trying to make space in here to do what I need to do, basically. I've bought quite a lot of new stuff, so, and I've done quite a bit while I can, if you know what I mean. So basically with the lathe, my lathes are Myford Super 7, and I am still learning on how to do stuff, how to make stuff, speeds and feeds. I haven't started threading yet, because of basically I don't know what's what yet, so I'm still on with it, and this is why I'm making a video. Basically, there are a few things that I do want to discuss, and that is chucks. Now, I've got this three jaw chuck, right, and is what I want to do with it is put it on my tailstock end as an extra spindle, basically. But with this, right, that obviously screws in, but is what I want is basically to have a bearing, and so I can use this on the tailstock end. So because I want to make not big parts, but I want to do big parts and stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that I need to learn about this machine. I've looked on YouTube. There are some great people that are doing it at the moment, and it is fantastic what they do, what they show. That's what I'm going to be doing. I have got a channel that I will be doing more and everything. So the basic thing I want to know about is whether I can get a gearbox. I think it's called for the crossfeed. For the crossfeed one, basically. Some people say you can, other people say you can't. I don't know whether you can modify it. I don't know, but I am looking into it, basically. Is what I want to know as well is, how do you change your belts? Have you got to take all the cogs out to get to the pulleys and stuff like that? I don't know, because it doesn't say in the manual how to actually do it. So that's what I want to do, basically. The belts aren't too bad at the moment, but they will need replacing. So the gearbox I'm having trouble with, because at the top of the lid, I'll just quickly show you here, there's one nut right there and you cannot get to it. So if anybody out there that knows how to take these off, please tell me, please throw me a message, because I have been wondering how to actually do it, basically. So, but I'll swing around and I'll just show you what's what with it. Up to now, we've got a good little system going here. We've got the DRO, which works. So I had, when I purchased this, I rung Myford themselves and asked them where they got theirs from. Now, there is a company that does it, and I can't remember what company it is. I'll probably put it up on the screen and later on when it gets downloaded. And it basically, I rung them up and how can I put it without a bit harsh, really? They were fucking useless. And I mean useless. They didn't want to know. They wanted what type of machine it is. So I told them. I got a message back from them saying, oh yeah, well, we need to know the serial number of your machine. I give them the serial number. How many Myford Super 7 is out there? You know? So I gave them everything. I sent photos, serial numbers, and all that lot. And they still didn't want to know. Basically, they were talking shit. And so I just looked on one of the sites and I actually found one. This one was 400 odd quid. The problem was the brackets and everything that came with it was absolutely useless. Nothing would fit. I had to modify the back plate that sits on the bed. Half of the bracketry weren't even there. The spacers wasn't there. So I had to modify quite a bit to actually fit it. So at the time, I couldn't just undo all the bolts and move it out. I had no hoist, no crane or anything. So I basically had to do it by looking on YouTube, talking to a few people and figuring it out for myself, basically. So I did all that, got the back bit on and stuff. Custom made a mounting bracket out of what I could get. You know, I'll quickly show you. These are the brackets that were left. You know, what do you actually do with that? There's nothing in the manual that they send you was absolutely unreal. It was shit, right? It was around about 5 pages. It were all black and white, so you could barely see anything. Sending you stuff like that, I couldn't use it. You know, I had to cut some down just to fit a little piece on, you know. And I phoned them to say that the bracket is wrong, the bolts were all wrong and stuff like that. And they told me that they were right ones, like, you know. So I got onto a few people on Facebook. There's a good one on there on if you want to know about your lathe or parts and stuff like that. They do get back to you. They are fantastic people as well on there. I will put a link up at some point of the people that I've been talking to that are really good. There's one bloke called, he's called Jeff, and basically he did a breakdown of everything. Now I've been watching him on YouTube for a while now, and what it is, step by step, his machine looks pristine. I wouldn't say my machine's pristine. I do look after it. It does get cleaned. I try and, you know, make it a lot better than what I could do, really. So, but that's by the by, basically. At the Myford store, they weren't helpful at all. They turned around to me and said, just look on our website or go to the website that they chose. Now, I went to the website. They wanted to know how long your leads are, what type of screen have you got, well, you want, what brackets you want and everything else. I just said that I wanted a standard kit for it. They've turned around and said, basically, yes, we do a standard kit. This is how much it is. So I paid 400 odd quid. And when it came, and that lot, and I laid everything out, I said, well, hardly any of this stuff's going to fit, you know. I said, you've got to drill into your bed, and you've got to drill into your slideways and stuff like that. Oh, no, you shouldn't do that, and this, that, and the other. They were speaking crap to me. It's like speaking to someone that don't know English, you know what I mean? But basically, I modified it all. I did it all myself. And it's all complete. Absolutely fantastic, basically. There are a few extra things that I'm going to make, like the gearbox cover end. I have put a picture up. I can't remember what site it were. Excuse me. But this end, the gearbox end, is open. And now there's a lot of swarf that goes into that, you know. There are different types of stuff that I want to do, like oilers with the little glass like bottle type things. I want to change them. I want to get a power feed for, I think it's one of the accesses anyway. I'm looking at one of them. Tooling, I'm going to get a bit more of. I need to figure out how to do threading on this, because I don't think I've got that much gears to do threading with. I do need to do speeds and feeds and that lot, but you know, there's only so much you can actually do. But apart from that, everything that's being done on this machine at the moment is being done by myself. Excuse me. So yeah, I want to fit a chuck at the tailstock end. That's why I've got this one. So if anyone out there, even though it's threaded, I might be able to make a different plate, basically, so that comes off, because basically I've cleaned I've cleaned them all, re-greased, and all put back together, and everything's working, basically. So yeah, that's basically what I've done on this machine at the moment. Like I say, the little mini mill, which is there, right there, just under cover. Check it off here. Basically, the motor won't start. Basically, I'll just put that up. I'll put it in for you. Basically won't start. Lights come on, nothing. So I don't know whether it's a switch. I've changed the fuse. I've gone in and checked all the wiring. The wiring's all gone off. Nothing wrong with it. I've even checked it with one of the light probes that you check with you for electrics. Done all that. Lights up, working. So I think it's the motor that's gone in it. But I found a motor on eBay, and here's what you do. I'll turn you around a bit more just so you can see. You take that off, obviously the motor and the back box around the back, that all comes off, and the only thing that you need to have is your new motor, and there'll be a little box on the wall. That is it. There's none of this. So you will see none of this, boxes at all, apart from the motor. Now I'm gonna have to modify the motor head because it's belt driven, basically. But I will be buying that at some point. So it's basically, I'm gonna modify a bracket. I don't know if to do it out of aluminum or some cast iron or something like that. I'm not gonna do it out of stainless. The reason being is my milling cutters, I haven't got a full range yet of different cutters, so I need to get quite a few more. And basically I am going to keep this one, but I'm also going to get my new milling machine. It's going to be a bit bigger, like I said, Bridgeport. I've been looking at Charmwoods or something, their website with milling machines, lathes and stuff like that. They're really good. I recommend them, basically. I spoke to a few people. I spoke to the guys at Charmwoods. I think it's Charmwoods anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong anyway. But I've spoke to them, and they've turned round and actually said, we can help you everything out, you know, if you want it benched, stand or a proper stand. So I'm going to go with a stand, and it's going to go in that far corner. Basically, as well, excuse me, basically as well, I'm having a new roof just after New Year, putting a new roof on, because I've got a leak at this end of the shed where it joins onto a brick shed, basically. So I'll be having a new shed put up, new roof put up, sorry. There is a few bits that I will be doing. Like I said, I'll be making extra parts. I've be making loads of parts for the mill and the lathe. So just different projects, basically. Excuse me. So as well, I've just bought a brand new compressor. I think it's 150 litres, or maybe 200 litres, but that's in the shed next door, basically. It was too big to put in here, so it's a silent one, and it's amazing. I could do all my air tools and stuff like that, so it is good. Hello? Yes, I will do. Sorry about that, it was just my wife. So basically, yeah, it's like I said, we're going to do the lathe. We're going to be making some good stuff on here. We're also going to be modifying the little mini mill. We're going to get a new milling machine and, excuse me, I do apologise. We're also going to have 2 motorbikes in here, off-road motorbikes. And we're going to be doing parts for that as well. So yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to come on, and just to show you what I've got, and how things work and stuff like that. Like I say, if anyone could tell me if I have to, obviously this comes off, I can always make a new part for it, so I can fit a bearing on, so it allows it to spin while it's in the tailstock. I have got a bigger one of these. I'll just quickly show you. There's the other one. Again, it has got a fixture plate on the back of it to allow it to screw into the into your lathe, basically. So if there's any questions, another quick question is, swing around again. This is just a normal tool post. I have got a quick change tool post. It's just a normal Myford one. It comes with these little tool holders. I don't think it's rigid enough. I've got to change the spindle and the screw lock. Now, excuse me again. Sorry about that. Basically, I have asked a few questions on the sites that I've got. To have a quick change tool post, which is a lot better, to be honest with you. So yeah, if anyone's out there that can help me with that, that would be fantastic. So everything's nearly enough set up. The coolant pump and everything is nearly done. I've just got to buy coolant for it, basically. The tank's under this bench. I am going to get more tooling. I have got a hell of a lot more tool as well. So, but yeah, everything is working as it should. So it just needs a good proper clean. Like I say, I do look after it. I have been using it. So I'll quickly show you. That's what mine looks like with the DRO, which works perfect, as you can see. But, and that's how it is. Homemade bench, cupboard, 2 sets of tool chests, another cupboard at the end. In here are just some bits that I've made and stuff like that. Timing stuff for different gears. So, but thank you very much for watching and letting me ramble on. And I will see you in the next video, which hopefully will be soon, because I need to get the mini mill sorted out and I want to do some more parts. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.